The story of Balaam and his donkey. Once upon a time, there was a man named Balaam. He was known as someone who could speak to God. One day, the king of Moab, named Balak, became worried because the people of Israel were approaching his kingdom. Balak knew that the people of Israel were blessed by God, so he had an idea. He asked Balaam to curse the people of Israel so he could defeat them. Balak sent messengers to Balaam with a lot of money and said, "Balaam, come here and curse the people of Israel. I will pay you well for it." Balaam replied, "I can only do what God tells me. I will ask him." That night, God spoke to Balaam. "Do not go with these men, and do not curse the people of Israel, for they are blessed." The next morning, Balaam told the messengers, "God has not allowed me to go with you. Go back to your king." The messengers returned, but Balak did not give up. He sent more men, even more important ones, and promised to give Balaam many riches. Balaam replied, "Even if Balak gives me a house full of gold and silver, I can only do what God commands. I will ask him again." This time, God said, "You may go, but only say what I tell you to." Balaam and his journey. Balaam prepared his donkey and went with the men from Moab. But God knew Balaam was going for the wrong reasons, so he sent an angel to block the way. However, Balaam could not see the angel, but his donkey could. The donkey saw the angel with a sword in his hand and became afraid. She went off the path and into a field. Balaam was angry and hit the donkey to get her back on the path. Further ahead, the angel appeared again, in a narrower place. This time, the donkey pressed herself against a wall, crushing Balaam's foot. He became furious and hit her again. Then the angel appeared in a place so narrow that the donkey could not pass. So, she lay down on the ground. Balaam was very angry and hit her for the third time. Suddenly, God made the donkey speak. "What have I done to you that you hit me 3 times?" The donkey asked. Balaam, surprised, replied, "You are mocking me. If I had a sword, I would have killed you by now." The donkey said, "I am your donkey, the one you have always ridden. Have I ever done anything like this before?" Balaam answered, "No." Then God opened Balaam's eyes, and he saw the angel of the Lord with a sword in his hand. Balaam was afraid and bowed down to the ground. The angel said, "Why did you hit your donkey? She saw me and tried to protect you. If it weren't for her, I would have killed you by now and let her live." Balaam said, "I have sinned. I didn't know you were in the way. If you want, I will go back now." But the angel replied, "Go, but only say what God tells you to." The end of the story. Balaam continued his journey, but when he arrived before King Balak, he only spoke what God told him. Instead of cursing the people of Israel, he blessed them because they were God's people. Lesson from the story. This story teaches us that we should always obey God, even if others offer us good things to do what is wrong. God always takes care of us, just as he used the donkey to protect Balaam.